right. Okay, so I do kind of want to say hi, ladies, but I encourage you very much if there's any back issue or I think everybody should be doing these kinds of workouts. They're very restorative. So not only pregnant ladies welcome, everybody welcome to Pilates. It's a no chest lift Pilates, and I think I'm going to do mostly Pilates that way so that really everybody can join, because during our regular workouts and our dailies, we do have plenty of chest lifts and ab work, so this is going to be like solid core work, I think, as a general rule, but you know, we'll go with the flow. And we're going to start with our hands by our side and our feet flat on the floor, and you can take a moment and you can even close your eyes here for a second, kind of see where you're at today in terms of is something hurting? Is everything feeling good? Your level of energy. Try to see if you have points of tension that you should be breathing in towards, trying to relax them. And then maybe we can open up our toes and root our feet into the floor, so much so that you're really feeling the like a connection between the entire foot and the floor, as well as your lower back. So your lower back should be pretty much pressed into the floor. And on the next inhale, just allow your back to be natural, right? So I'm gonna open up my arms so you can see my lower back. I'm gonna inhale. What happens is my back just naturally kind of disconnects from the floor, and then I exhale into the imprint, flattening my back on the floor. And then I inhale and exhale. Let's do this 2 more times. Natural back, exhale, imprinted back. 1 more time. Imprinted back, and then stay with the imprint. So we're staying with the rib cage as closed as possible. The tailbone is slightly lifted towards the navel. And you inhale, flex your feet. And then you exhale, point your feet. So you're actually warming up your ankles a little bit. It's inhale, flex. Exhale, point, and the challenge is actually to stay with your back imprinted into the floor as you move your feet through. So we're going to go for another 2. 1 more, and let's stay with the pointed feet. I'm going to bring my feet a little bit closer to me so that I really am keeping my back solid into the floor. And without moving anything else, I'm just going to bring my right knee towards my chest in as I exhale, and then I inhale to just tap down super gently. If this is too much, right, because it could be that this is too much even, then you can just stay with your foot and just point and flex. We also have a lot of balance work, so if you want to kind of focus in on where if you need to hold on to anything like, I'm going to hold on to the counter over there or the wall over there, I do want you to have that in mind so we can flow. And then we stop with the right foot. Make sure you're super imprinted with your back, and then your left starts going up and down. If you can, and it's not too much to ask, I do want you to be aware of your pelvic floor and lift it throughout this series. So, of course, letting go and lifting is great. And if you forget, then you just lift it when you remember. I'm going to remind you every now and then. And then from here, we're going to keep both feet on the floor, and both feet on the floor pointed. And then we inhale and we exhale with an imprinted back. Notice how high I'm going. It's very low, actually. I'm just squeezing my butt, and then I lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. So if that's too much, okay, we can just do this and just tiny bit lift the booty off the floor where the upper butt is actually still on the floor, and then lower down. And if you can with me, you go up, squeeze the butt, and then slowly down. Going up, squeezing the butt is also lifting the pelvic floor. So you need to be very aware on the lift and elevate the pelvic floor. And we're going to go for another 4. Squeeze the booty. Another 3. 2. Your calves, you should be feeling your calves. 1 more. Try to keep your butt up. If you need to put your butt down and readjust for the next exercise, that's fine. And if you can, lower your heels back down, keeping your butt up, and then walk your feet further away from you. If that's too much, just bring your feet back towards your booty. If you can, our feet are further away, our feet are planted into the floor, rib cage is tight against your back. Inhale, lower your booty, exhale, squeeze the butt. Inhale, lower, exhale, squeeze. It's another 8. I'm gonna open up my palms so that I can really get my chest to open up here, so I'm no longer squeezing my hands in towards the floor. I don't want you going up very high here. This is really just all about the pelvic floor and booty. 4 more. 3, 2, and last time we're gonna go all the way back down, but notice how you're rounding out. So I'm really placing 1 vertebrae at a time back down, and I'm not releasing. So I'm actually still feeling the work in my booty. My feet are still planted into the floor, and I'm closing the rib cage. So while all of this is working, even though it looks like I'm just lying down, I promise you I'm feeling all this working. I'm gonna bring my right hand above my head. If touching the floor is too much, I know that some of us have an injury in our shoulders, so if this is too much, don't, okay? Just stay right here. But if you can, you're gonna touch down and then switch really without letting your back disconnect from the floor. So you should be still squeezing your booty even though you are not in a bridge. The feeling should be like you're in a bridge except that you're imprinted on the floor. We're gonna go for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your arm up and just bring the other one up. Inhale here, exhale, press your hands down as though you're pressing through a huge sponge, and then inhale back up. Without releasing your back, without releasing the booty, without releasing your knees, right? The knees should be super parallel to each other. It's really as though you're holding onto a block with your legs. 1 more time. And then from here, we're gonna release, bringing our hands out a little bit to a 45-degree angle, and then very gently moving your legs side to side, which also this might be too much, okay? If that's the case, it's just a very gentle move right and left, just to kind of give yourself a little massage here for your back. And if you can go low into a stretch here. Ooh, if you heard that, that was my back, which happens all the time on that stretch. And I love it. It sounds like it hurts, but it really releases. And then from here, we're gonna go onto our side. We can start on our right side, just so that we're all together. And the hand is gonna be under your head. Even if you wanna be like super accurate here, I want you to imagine that I'm pulling your arm, really pulling it away, and then reset. If you need to, you can place a pillow or a towel or whatever you need for support right over here, maybe even on your hips, and or under your belly for extra support. So whatever works for you, that's what you should be doing. You might not even need it. And then our legs are gonna come forward pointed. I'm gonna bring my left hand up so that I have to work a little harder with my abs, and then we point and lift. So we exhale up and we inhale down as though we're squeezing that leg through a sponge, and really, really make sure that you're not dipping your pelvis forward or back. So that's your job right now. Your job is to keep your pelvis steady. 2 more, 1 more, and then let's hover over the other leg. Inhale, flex your foot. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Keeping your abs strong. We only have 1 more, and point. When we go up now, I want you really squeezing the butt. We're gonna do the same thing at our high point here. So it's inhale, flex, exhale, point. 3, 2, keep your abs tight. 1 more, and then let's go flexing down and up. So just like you did before with the point, now you're doing it flexed. Just a little tap on the bottom leg, just a little tap, and then right up, squeeze, right up. 4 more, 3, 2, and on this last one, we're gonna stay right up there, and we're gonna get ready for huge circles. So if you need to put your hand down, please do, because your stability is more important than anything. And we're gonna come forward and around. Inhale as you come forward, exhale around. 2 more. 1 more. And we switch direction. But it's still mostly forward. So even though we switch direction, the emphasis is forward. That's where the work is. And if it's too much, then you make the circles smaller. 1 more time. And maybe we can stay forward with the leg. If this is too much, please bring one leg over the other once again. If you can, you're forward. Okay, so either you're like this or you're like this. And we're gonna touch the floor or the bottom leg and exhale, kick it up. Touch and kick it up. So if your leg is going forward, you are touching the floor. 1 more time, and then slowly close and release. So you can bring that same leg over in front of you, and you can just stay here and just let it release. If you want to go into a little bit more of a stretch, which, only do this if you're comfortable, your right hand is gonna be on your left knee, and you're gonna open up your left elbow towards the floor as much as possible, and you're gonna face the left. Just allow your left chest to really open up here. And then gently release. And again, just kind of let your left leg release here. Just let it hang out. Move it around if you need to. And then from here, we're gonna go on to our right forearm and bend our right knee. So we're bending our right knee. Elbow is directly under the shoulder. And we're gonna come up into a modified plank. So, modified plank, and by the way, you do not have to do this. You can even modify further. People forget that even this is something that I consider a modified plank. So, you can rotate here. You can do everything that we're gonna do in this position with your butt down on the floor. But if you can, you're gonna come on up, and we have 3 deep rotations. Deep is relative, okay? If you can go deep, you go deep. If you can't, you can't. So let's begin. Exhale, deep rotation, and then inhale, open, maybe even look up. 2 more, and up. 1 more, and up. And then point that top leg, and once again, we go up and down with the leg. Try to squeeze the right butt up towards the left butt, right? So I really want you to feel that push up. So let's try to keep the leg up. If that's too much, put it right down. Inhale, touch the floor. Exhale, open, nothing else moves. 2 more. Come out of that right shoulder blade. 1 more. And then we gently release and hop over to the other side. And when I say hop, I mean slowly move to the other side. So that first thing, I just want you to remember, the left arm, just imagine that I'm standing over here and I'm pulling the arm away from you. And then you're really gonna have the elongated left side. Your legs will be slightly forward pointed. And if you wanna make your abs work a little bit harder, your hand goes up. So from here, we just keep making sure that the toes are looking at the wall in front of you, and we exhale up, and then we inhale down, pressing down. So just a quick reminder, it's not that you just drop your arm, it's that you press your leg down. 3, 2, 1 more, and then we hover over the other leg. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex, really flex it, stretch the calves and point. 2 more. 1 more. And then we go up to the top of the range of motion without opening the pelvis, and we inhale, flex, and exhale, point. 3, 2, 1 more, and then we're gonna go back to flex, and we do the same thing, down and up. Exhale up, exhale up. Keeping your abs tight. Your bottom hand might actually be working to help you stabilize. The bottom leg might be working to help you stabilize. That's fine, that's normal. You can even bend the bottom leg if you need to. If you need the extra support, that's fine. 1 more time, and then we stay up, getting ready for the big circles forward. So it's inhale as you begin, exhale as you complete. with moving your abs your pelvis as little as possible, so you need to tighten up your abs. And you can always put your hand down if you need to. Let's switch direction, but we're still focusing on the forward, right? If we start going back too much, then we do move our back and pelvis a little bit. One more time, and we complete it, and then either stay right here or kick your leg forward, whichever one you're good with today. We touch down the floor or the leg and exhale up. And exhale up. Using your abs, really work here. 2 more. Last time. And then we gently release with a bent leg. And you can just kind of let it loosen up here. And if you want to get into a little bit of a spiral and open up your right chest, your left hand is going to kind of press the right hand into the floor, and then I open my right chest as much as possible. And you're probably going to see a big difference here between sides. This is really one of those stretches that proves to you which side is more flexible than the other. There's no cheating on this one. Oh. And then gently release. You can just take a moment here. You can just take a moment and loosen up. And then we hop right onto the left forearm. So this is an important reminder. You can be on your butt like so, or you can come into a modified plank. Let's begin with 3 rotations. We inhale, open the chest, and then exhale, rotate. Open the chest and rotate. One more time. And then we come up and we just lift and lower the leg. So it's up and down. Exhale up, try not to drop your head, but if you do need to, you should absolutely fine if you look down. One more time, let's keep the leg up if possible, and we inhale, touch the hand down, and exhale, open. Inhale, touch down, exhale, open. Last time, and open, and gently release onto all 4s. So let's take a moment here on all 4s and really open up your fingers and plant your hands into the floor. Pull your shoulders back and away from your ears. Take a deep breath. And on the next exhale, I want you pushing your hands deep into the floor and bring your navel in towards your spine, rounding out as much as you can. If possible, relax your neck. I say if possible because it's something that I very often find that when I say relax your neck, people are still like this. Okay, so try to just drop. And then slowly on the next inhale, you prepare, and on the exhale, we bring our chest up, tailbone up. If you're super pregnant and you're going deep on this, you're gonna feel a stretch. I don't want you to do that, so you can just do a tiny little lift right here. And if you can, then just go for that full stretch. Flex your feet, keep your hands rooted into the floor, and on the next exhale, start driving your way into a pyramid position, pressing your heels down towards the floor as much as possible. So if I want to create that full stretch with my heels down, I also am applying pressure in towards the floor with my hands forward. Like I want to stretch my mat. Dig your left heel into the floor, relax your right leg for a moment. And then do the same thing with the other leg. And then gently return onto all 4s. You can fold up your mat if you need to. You can put a towel under your knees for extra support. And you're just going to lift your right hand, making sure that the rest of your body is not moving. What's crucial for me is the left shoulder blade. So my right hand is up, but I'm not dipping. Okay, this is the crucial part for me. Come out of the shoulder blade, tighten up your abs. Right hand is forward. My right shoulder is away from my ears, and I open the arm right 4 times. So open to the right, and exhale, close. Inhale, open, nothing else moves, and exhale, close. Try to lift the pelvic floor throughout. 2, 1, and then gently place the right hand under the right shoulder, making sure you're strong with the shoulder blades, and get that left leg up pointed. Nothing else moves. That also means that the leg is going to stay pretty low so you're not wobbly. And then inhale, open, and exhale, close. You don't need to open much because I don't want you to open the pelvis, and close. 2, 1, and then gently release. Left arm. Bring the left arm forward, come out of the right shoulder blade. Inhale, open the left. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Everything else is steady. Exhale, close. 2 more. Last time. And then gently place your left hand back onto the floor. The right leg goes out and back. And it's inhale, open. Exhale, close. 3, 2, last time. And then from here, we're going to set our knee down and we're going to straighten the right arm and the left leg simultaneously. Right arm and left leg simultaneously. And from here, we open the right arm and the left leg. Right goes to the right, left goes to the left, and return. 7, inhale on the open. Press out of the left shoulder blade. 6, 5, 4, 3, keep pressing the hand into the floor. 2, and last one, and then gently switch. Left hand, right leg, inhale, open, exhale, close. So of course, the further out you go, the harder it is, which is actually why if you need to, I really ask that you make it a very small range of motion. 4, 3, 2, and last time. And then we gently release, once again, into a rounded back in angry cat position. Again, trying to release the neck. Inhale here, exhale and lift the chest and the booty as much as possible. Okay, it might be very, very small. And from here, we're gonna hop into a pyramid position once again. And this second time, see if maybe it's easier for you to pedal out. See if you were able to create a little bit more flexibility here. Keep going. Just making sure everyone sees me here. Okay. So we actually don't have much left. But what I do want us to do is get a little bit of balance. So if you did decide if you need to hold on to something and what you're going to hold on to, we're going to aim for that. So from here, let's just slowly walk our hands towards our feet. Now I'm really going to ask you to relax your neck and kind of hang low. Soften your knees, lift your pelvic floor, and slowly, slowly, slowly come up to standing. Roll your shoulders back. Let's just roll them back for 4, 3, 2, and last one. And if you need to hold on, then please do, okay? Or just follow along with me through the balance work. So the right leg is gonna go back, very gentle, okay? Holding on or not. And I slowly bend my left leg and shift my weight forward, keeping my right foot flexed off the floor, and I close the rib cage and I lift the pelvic floor. So I'm going to reach my hands forward if possible. Of course, this is definitely not something I need you to do. It is not necessary. And then let's try to maybe touch our knee or toes on the exhale. And then inhale, reach. Exhale. So if you're doing this with one hand because the other hand is holding, then that's fine. You just do it with one hand, okay? And if you're just touching the knee, that's also fine. One more time and then try to reach. Try to go a little bit lower on that left leg, shifting your weight back. Whoop! And don't fall like me. There I go falling. And I knew I was gonna fall. I was like, I'm gonna look at everyone and I'm gonna fall. That's what happened. And then maybe try to touch your fingertips to the floor. Bend your left leg if possible, nice and deep. It might be too much for the knee. In that case, don't go too low. And then exhale, straighten it all the way. Bend it and straighten it. Even if your range of motion is super small, that's fine. 2. Last time. And what I want you to do here is super focus. Lift your hands off the floor if possible. Hold on to something if you need to. And on the next exhale, lift up, bring your right knee up, and gently place it down on the floor. Placing the right leg forward, really plant and root your foot into the floor. Bringing the left leg back, hold on if you need to. Shift your way forward, pull your tailbone back. And maybe you can even disconnect the left foot, flexing it strongly. So from here, I want us nice and low if possible. Only if possible, we reach our arms forward. And on the next exhale, we touch our knee or toes. And then reach, trying to remain as parallel to the floor as possible with our whole body. From foot to the crown of your head. One more time, and then reach it. Try to go nice and low here and hold it for a moment, feeling that your weight is shifted to your right heel. Gently place your fingertips on the floor. Inhale, maybe go even lower if possible. Exhale, straighten your right leg. Inhale, nice and low. Exhale, straighten. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, really pull them away. And then one more time, and we're gonna bend the leg, start focusing in. If you need to hold on, that's great, that's fine. And then slowly come up to standing, bringing your left leg up and bent. Gently replace the foot on the floor. Go to the back of your mat so you can see the mat in front of you and take a deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, round your back, flow down with soft knees, and gently just shift your upper body to the right, and then swing it over to the left, and then slowly return onto all fours. On all fours, we bring our knees mat width apart, feet together, and we shift back with our hands forward and just relax your upper body, resting the forehead on the floor, taking a few deep breaths here. So you can actually stay in this position, or you can lie down on your back. If you want, you can place a towel or a pillow under your knees. I don't care which position you stay in. You can even join me for a seated position. Whatever is best for you. And I want you to take a few moments to kind of let your heart rate drop down. And we're gonna go back to those. If you are seated, then you're gonna do the shoulder circles with me. And if possible, then you're just gonna go onto your back. If you're on your back, then shoulder circles, okay? That's also good. Or you're just gonna remain in your downward facing dog, in your resting pose, child's pose. So, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Trying to rest your facial muscles and your neck. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Gently up. Drop your chin to chest. And gently up. And take a deep breath with me here. Inhale. And exhale if you're lying down, and then you don't have to move your arms through this if you don't want to, or if you're in the child's pose. And release one more time, and I want us to get as much height as possible. Inhale. And exhale to release completely. Well done. I'm going to see you tomorrow. So we're going to keep going with the Pilates for everyone. and I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful day.